Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by the CT70 Garage channel. Before we get started on some wrenching today, I thought I would cover a couple subjects that that I need to talk about just for a second and kind of give you guys some updates. One, we got the little Honda ST70, the DAX that we put the 125 in, got it all finished up and sold it to a subscriber up in Detroit, and they came this weekend and picked that up. Oh, sorry, thought my phone was ringing or something. So it's gone. Super nice guys that came down and they brought me some gifts. They're big into mid-60s Rivieras and they sell parts on the internet and so forth, and they brought me a couple speaker grills. And you might go, well, why they do that? You know, you're a motorcycle guy. Well, the building I'm in is an old gas station and auto parts store from the late 20s, early 30s, all the way through 2008 when it closed down. And then it sat empty from 2008 until 2017, early January of 17 when I bought it. So when I got it, it was full of auto parts, which we sold to a company down in Alabama. But anyway, I have a lot of decorating and automotive and motorcycle motif type stuff, and Dan and Dave, those will fit right in with the stuff that I have. I really do appreciate that. Super nice to meet you guys too. Hope you enjoy the little bike. So that's the first thing. To go along with that, I've had a couple comments from some people that ask, you know, why do I mess with the Chinese stuff? Well, it's what I do. There are channels out there that deal strictly with Honda parts, engines. You know, they try and build the bikes. They restore bikes, beautifully done bikes. That's not what this channel's about. So if you know we're misled a little bit, I apologize. But you might check out Little Bikes Restoration, Yorkie Moto Garage, CT Heaven. Some of those guys on YouTube, they do a beautiful job of going through the original engines and so forth and rebuilding them and building some really nice bikes that they paint or whatever. And you know, what I do here is on the cheap, quite honestly. I usually buy junk, old rollers like that DAX that we just did. Bought it as a frame. You know, it was a rolling frame, you know, basically no engine, exhaust, and so forth. So I work on a budget and I try and stay within that, and so you know I'm not opposed to using some Chinese parts. If that offends you, I apologize, but I've had good luck with them over the years. I've been doing this for you know, I can't remember the first time I put a Lifen in something. Probably was a good 15 years ago or better, early 2000s maybe. So anyway, so that's what this channel will be based around, is taking Trail 70s that you know either I got with engine troubles or no engine at all for most parts, and we will probably put an aftermarket engine in it, keep it as original looking as possible, but I don't paint and those sorts of things. So anyway, we'll go on from there. The next thing I want to talk about, frame stands. I had a video a couple weeks ago where I showed the frame stand, an engine stand that I use around here, and I offered to build some for you guys if you were interested. I did not know, I was not prepared for the amount of interest that was going to be in those, and I have sold quite a few of them, and I ran out of the telescoping tubing that I use with the holes in it, this Telspar tubing. My supplier was supposed to deliver some today, but if you saw yesterday's video, we got, over the last couple of days, we've gotten over 12 inches of snow, and so no one's running trucks yesterday or today. So I'm hoping to get more of this within the next day or so. And for those of you who are waiting on your frame stands, I've sent you emails, but just in case I miss somebody, as soon as I get this, I've got everything else done, but I'm short on this tubing to get those finished up and get those mailed out to you. So, all right, that kind of wraps up what I just wanted to talk about. Let's do a little bit of wrenching. When the guys from Detroit were here, we pulled out a bike and the daggone thing didn't start. And man, that's embarrassing. Some of you who have been around for a while might remember the old channel I had. The last video that I put up was we were going to start a project on a Mighty Green K4. Well, there it is. Even though I didn't video it and post it on YouTube, I did work on some bikes and got this bike up and going. It's got a aftermarket 110cc engine in it. I got a really good deal on one of those. So I put about 200 to 300 miles on this bike this summer. It was a blast to ride. But I pulled it out this weekend to show those fellas, and it was a no start, as they will confirm. So I hit it with a little hoot of starting fluid, and it fired right up. So I'm guessing we've got a carburetor issue. We've got some trash that's worked its way down. So we're going to put it up on the table, pull the carb, see if we can't get this thing running today. Oh, wrong pedal. Well, I tell you, these lifts sure are handy. If you don't have one, you've got space for one. This is a Harbor Freight. I think they go for around $300 on sale, but keep your eye on Facebook Marketplace or something like that, Craigslist. I don't even know if Craigslist is a thing anymore. I haven't looked at Craigslist in years. But I bought this one off of Marketplace for like $150 or something like that, and sure makes life a lot easier, especially these old bones getting down. And so I'm gonna get that jacked up, and I'm gonna drain the gas out, because I think it's got, yeah, it'll take a second to drain the fuel. So let me get this raised up and get the fuel out of it, and then I'll bring you back when we get ready to take the carburetor off. Yeah, I was surprised with the performance of this 110. This bike will do right at 50 mile an hour. It'll peg the speedometer. I don't think it'll do much more than that. But like I said, I rode it quite a bit this past summer. And really fun bike. It's got these big Kenda tires on it. It rolls really, really nice, and I'm on the wrong side and I can't see what I'm doing. All right, let's take it over to the bench and take the bowl off of it. It's got gas in it. We must have a jet or something that's plugged and not sucking it up. Yeah, there's some crud. There's some stuff floating around in there. I could see where something might have us plugged up. bike ran so well. Don't think there's, yeah, I don't think I'm seeing anything through that. Of course, my eyes. Let me get a little wire brush. I've got this, it's a really cheapy chipping hammer that came with a welder years ago. And the only reason I keep it is for the stiff bristles on it. Yeah, we're not, yeah, there, it's got a smaller hole in it than what that bristle is, because it's not going through there. Seemed like it did that time, went that direction. Oh yeah, now I see through it. Yeah. Yep, we had a little bit of crud in there. Can definitely see through it now. Huh. Hang on a second. Let's grab a, I think a WD-40, see what it does. I don't know if I can get it to seal on there enough to. Yeah, it's going through it. Before we put that in there, let's check the passage of the carb. Yep. Basically just sticking the nozzle in where the jet goes and then looking on the inside throat of the carb, and yeah, we're good. This one should be pretty good size. It should have a pretty good size hole in it. Shouldn't be having anything plugged there. Yeah, that one's clear. So I think we're good. I think we just had a little trash blocking that one jet. Oh, about losing my pin on my float, aren't I? There we go. Which way did that rascal go? Like that. I think it went that way. We'll try that. All right, I'm going to put the bowl back on here, and then I will bring you back when we're buttoning up, putting the carb back on the bike. Remember to install your slide in the right position. You can have it 180 degrees out. A little pin on the inside of the throat there. Goes up and down for your slide to keep it from spinning. All right, so got that on there, got fuel in it. I'm not gonna put the little breather on there yet. Let's put the gas cap back on. Close that. Let that down. All right, I'm gonna shake you guys here for a second. Hopefully I'm in camera there. Let's see, key on. Well, let's go ahead and give it a little choke. Well, we still got a no run. Huh. Well, maybe we've got other problems. Oh, wait a minute. We hadn't got gas. Oh shit, I got gas everywhere. Give it a second. I don't think the bowl had any fuel in it. Let's try it again. Well, nope. Still nothing. Back to the drawing board. Interesting. I'm going to get some starter fluid and see if it'll fire up on that. Yeah, we are still not getting fuel to it. Well, I guess we're going to take it back off again. Well, apparently when I put it together, I didn't do something right because we've got the float is stuck and I don't think we ever got any fuel into the bowl. You know, the pin on that float had come slid out. I thought I had it back in right, but I'm wondering. No, we are not getting any fuel into the carburetor. Oh man. Wow, that needle is stuck. There, it pulled out. Now we're good. Yeah, but that is, you can see it's got a little bit of a, see a little spot there of stuff on it. Yeah, there's one on that side too. So, gonna have to clean that up. I wrongly assumed that because there was fuel in the bowl, that, you know, that wasn't a problem. I thought it was a jet. All right, let me take a minute and get a little brush, clean this up. Okay, now we've got good movement. I guess I should have checked that earlier. I didn't. All right. So now we can put this back together. All right. I'm gonna shut you down. I'm gonna throw these bolts or these screws in it, and let's put it back on the bike, and let's see if it starts this time. Okay, I think let's try this again. This time I'm gonna actually crack the bowl open on the carb. Yeah, okay, we've got fuel in the bowl this time. Let's see if take 2 is just a little bit better. Okay, key, give it some choke. Oh yeah, there we go. Like I say, it ran really good this summer. I was surprised that I was having trouble, but obviously we got the little needle jet varnished up and got stuck. Cool. So I'll put the little cone pod filter back on it, and she should be good to go. Guys, thanks for following along. Seeing my goof up there, should have checked that. But that's all part of having fun working on these bikes. So, guys, I appreciate you following along. Comments, liking, subscribing, do all that. Share the videos, appreciate it. And we will see you next week. Got a project I want to start, but I wanted to tackle this and get this running first before we moved on to something else. So, again, have a great day. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks.